Welcome into Banana Ball live on the Roku Sports channel. It's our second straight battle between the Savannah Bananas and the Firefighters from Fenway Park. The Nanners cruised to a 3-1 victory last night and look to remain undefeated against the Firefighters this season. It's another full house for the greatest show in sports in Major League Baseball's oldest ballpark, as we've got over 37,000 fans on hand this afternoon in Boston for Game 62 of the 2025 Banana Ball World Tour. Not a better venue we could find in this wonderful world of ours for our young sport, as we welcome you inside the booth with Josh Talevsky, Vico Scala. Thanks for spending your Sunday afternoon with us here in virtual Banana Land. The Nanners have dominated this Firefighters squad with superb pitching. It was the story once again last night.
I mean, they find themselves on a 7-0 start against the Firefighters. They only allowed 1 point to the Firefighters last night. Even though the Firefighters had 2 of the 3 home runs, the Bananas a much more consistent offensive performance. 13 hits, 5 of them going for extra bases.
Now, we're just a couple minutes ahead of first pitch, so let's get a quick look at the 11 rules that turn baseball into banana ball. And the key to this whole thing is that every inning is a point. It's like match-style play in golf. If you win an inning, you get a point until the final frame, when every run scored counts as a point. And the rest of it, a lot of entertainment boosting and speed addition for the game.
Well, of course, Banana Ball is played in 2 hours or less. We saw 9 innings played in 1 hour and 53 minutes last night. But don't forget about the fans catching foul balls. We've seen 66 of those this season.
Let's get a look at our starting pitching matchup here today in Fenway. On the bump for the Nanners, it is Cowboy Kyle Lewis here in his 8th campaign as a Nanner, opposed by Austin Temple, the former Astros minor leaguer.
It's a matchup of 2 right-handers. Temple, fantastic throughout his minor league career, a 2.70 ERA throughout the Astros system. And for Cowboy Kyle Lewis, he was one of the sturdiest pitchers in the month of June, posting a 3.18 ERA.
Let's get it down to Jesse Cole.
Before we have our start the clock, we're going to throw out a first pitch. But today, the first pitch is going to count for either a ball or strike. So for today's first pitch, please welcome former Heisman Trophy winner from Boston College and former New England Patriot. Please welcome Doug Flutie!
First pitch that counts in Banana Ball is an honorary spot to start the game with either a ball or a strike. Normally there's no hitter, but Doug Flutie is calling Liam Spence, the leadoff man, into the box for the Firefighters. Spence is going to watch it bounce in, and we'll get a 1-0 count. Flutie wants one more. Forget about the first pitch that counts. He's turning it into the first 2 pitches that counts. No, Jesse's going to take the ball from him. He wants it! There it is!
So then we need to officially start the clock. On 3, everyone yell, start the clock. 1, 2, 3. Showtime.
Flutie's Banana Ball debut was in 2023 in Brockton, Massachusetts. He induced a foul out to a fan with his famous knuckleball. Fires another ball. And he wants the whole batter. You can't deny Doug Flutie. He's got that competitive spirit. Cowboy Kyle gives him his blessing.
I mean, he was a gamer throughout his football career. We saw him back on a show on MLB Network when he was competing to be one of the best, the next knuckleballers. And unbelievably enough, Cowboy Kyle's just standing right behind Doug Flutie. I don't know whether he's an active defender or not, but he's certainly rooting on his guy.
He shouldn't be. Can lightning strike twice? No! Fan in the second deck tried for a barehanded grab. And Flutie, who got Bloomer on the foul out to a fan in Brockton a couple tours ago, nearly made it happen again. The 2-2. Bounces in there, the count runs full. Liam Spence says that was a good knuckler. Payoff coming to the former Cubs minor leaguer from Doug Flutie. Fouled away, look out, folks. Right through the Firefighters. Malachi Mitchell jumping out of the way.
I mean, this is absolutely outstanding. Usually you hear the crowd this loud in a final inning in a traditional baseball game, but they're already on their feet cheering here in the first inning, and they've got another opportunity to make the grab.
Once again, right off a barehanded attempt. Full capacity crowd in Fenway. They've had 2 chances to get Doug Flutie an out. Jammed. Charging in, Kyle Jackson does the job, and Flutie starts game 2 here in Fenway with an out.
Well, that is one of the most riveting 8-pitch battles you will ever see in a banana ball game. Doug Flutie once again gets the job done, inducing soft contact and recording the out.
Like every pitch he threw was that famous knuckleball. And that's a great start for the Nanners. Now Cowboy Kyle. Kid out of Richmond Hill, Georgia, who has faced Dalton Cornette a plethora of times across the last 4 world tours. With a ball and a strike on DC3, who was 3 for 4 last night with a solo home run in the first. Smashed the ball out to right. Sends this one to the upper deck. And we'll live to see another pitch. DC3 leading the Firefighters with his .341 batting average.
And has home runs in 3 of his last 4 series for this squad. But goes down swinging. Cowboy Kyle, a pitch in the dirt. EJ rolling this one down to Correll Prime, and the out secured. A really fun first 2 outs here in this banana ball game in Boston.
Nasty slider there from Lewis. That's the out pitch. But with Eric Jones Jr. behind the plate, it's a guy who calls a lot more fastballs than Bill Leroy, the Nanners' primary catcher. And as you can see, 2 straight heaters. He's ahead of Logan Lacey, 0-2. 3 pitches, 3 strikes. The slider for back-to-back punch-outs. Cowboy Kyle, a 1-2-3 inning with Doug Flutie getting the first out.
It's the beauty of working with Eric Jones Jr. You're able to establish that fastball and play everything off of it. You see the slider once again from Cowboy Kyle. Perfect pitch on the outside part of the plate, and Lacey swinging through it.
The scoreless top of the first. Let's get a look at the Firefighters defense. They've got to put up a goose egg to deny the Bananas a point to start this game. In the outfield, left to right, Dalton Cornette, Noah Bridges, and Mason Maxwell. Third to first in the infield, Logan Lacey, Caden Green, Liam Spence, and Stephen Cullen, with Zachary Bridges, the older brother of Noah, in center behind the dish.
Well, it's Noah Bridges leading all Firefighters outfilders with those 6 trick plays this season. Liam Spence got his 6th last night for this squad by doing a Paul O'Neill kick out of the glove to his shortstop, Caden Green, to start a stellar double play for the Firefighters.
Let's get a look at the Bananas starting lineup tonight. As per usual, their center fielder, DR Meadows, at the top. He's followed by Kyle Jackson, Dan Oberst, and in the cleanup spot, Ryan Cox. What a torrid 4th World Tour he is having. Then in the middle, Eric Jones Jr., Correll Prime, and Robert Anthony Cruz. 3 straight former minor leaguers right there. And some big boppers at the bottom. Bill Leroy, Danny Hosley, and Jackson Olsen all have juice to round it out.
Well, Bill Leroy is 8 for 11 with 4 doubles and 2 runs batted in against the Firefighters this season. He's really hiding down in that 8 hole, but he is one of the Bananas' hottest bats right now.
It'll be a tall task for these Nanners. On the bump, Austin Temple has been one of the hottest arms on this Firefighters squad. Kid out of Palm City, Florida. Collegiate Banana summers of 2018 and 19. From Jacksonville University to the University of Notre Dame, where he led the ACC in opponents' batting average. He was 9th in the ACC in ERA, 3.50, and has DR swinging, losing the bottom hand of his bat. It's a flamethrower, 4 seams in the low 90s liner from DR straight to Cullen, and 2 pitches, 1 out for Temple.
Well, through his first 4 and now 2/3 innings on the mound, he has only surrendered 1 hit to the Savannah Bananas and 0 earned runs. We actually saw last weekend Temple threw a 1-minute and 16-second inning, the second fastest in Firefighters franchise history.
Filling up the zone, healthy, swinging a foul ball from Kyle Jackson. DR leading the team with his .357 batting average. Found a barrel, but found a glove. KJ just 1 tick below him, hitting .356, was 2 for 2 last night. And he's pacing the tour with his outrageous .482 on base percentage. Behind 0-2. Gets a piece of this one. Nice fastball in on the hands. Temple will work in a curveball, sweeper, and splitter to go with the low 90s gas. There's the bender, tried to backdoor it, just missed. Goes back to the spinner, slow tapper, Cullen scoops it up, and an underhand flip to Temple covering the bag. 2 down.
Well, that's great instincts from Austin Temple, immediately recognizing Cullen was going to take charge over second baseman Liam Spence to make that play. And it's the pitcher coming off the mound, hustling across the diamond, and covering that first base bag to secure the out.
Danny O sent a laser beam out to right. Tucked it in just by the pesky pole. Solo shot tied the first inning with 2 down last night. Followed it up with an inning-winning walk-off double in the third. It was 2 for 3 on the night. Nanner's DH has been scorching hot.
9 of his last 12 hits have been extra base hits for the Nanners. He gets under this one a little bit, lofts it into right field, and Mason Maxwell tries to grab it behind the back, but has it clang off the leather and drop into the right field grass. Oberst will reach with 2 outs on the first trick play missed in today's ball game.
And the first trick play missed of Maxwell's banana ball career. He is now 5 of 6 on his attempts. Just barely lost the handle there. Looked like he lined it up pretty good. Ball's able to sneak out. Now Ryan Cox, a well-deserved elevation up to the cleanup spot. Just continues to rip, squares this one up, but Ron Franklin has to mosey back to handle it. Excellent work from Austin Temple. Gets 3 outs for the price of 4, and we are scoreless through 1. Well, Temple dueling it out with another legendary former collegiate banana, Cowboy Kyle Lewicks. 4 years as a college summer baseball player. This is now his 4th year as a professional banana baller. He continues to evolve and had a team low 3.18 ERA in the month of June. The 6'4" right-hander rounding into form and joining us on the broadcast here on the Roku Sports TV. Welcome in, Cowboy Kyle. Tremendous, loud and clear.
You sound beautiful, Kyle.
And that makes me immensely more happy.
Oh, man, that warms the heart. Yeah, it was special being down there for the hour of pregame coverage we had in the middle of the madness. I mean, Fenway Park, these folks in Boston, they love their banana balls.
I couldn't hear you on that one.
I mean, that's just how loud it is.
You didn't need to. It was nonsense. How about following Doug Flutie? A couple Ks after former Heisman Trophy winner gets the pop out.
Oh, I mean, it was great. I was talking to him. It was originally just going to be 1 pitch, but he wasn't happy. You know, the guy's a competitor. He spiked one glove side, and we let him have the whole batter, and he got the game started better than I could have ever planned.
Now, Kyle, Doug Flutie's a pretty impressive knuckleballer. Was he working on pitch grips with you at all before you took over on the mound?
No, he actually threw all fastballs, but he got ahead, or he got back in the count 2-2. And he went knuckleball. I told him to go knuckleball, and it was a beauty. I don't know how he took it, but then we went back to the fastball, and he got the jam shot over to KJ.
Now here's my other question for you. Were you an active defender behind Doug Flutie? Could you have fielded the ball if you got the comebacker?
I think I could have. I don't know if I'm technically allowed to, but I was definitely going to.
Maybe it would have been a protest from Val Perez. Nice play. Good ball control, Ty Jackson. The Energizer Bunny for your squad. All right, 4, 5, 6 for you. What's it like throwing at EJ? Because obviously 2 batters faced 2 Ks in the first. Looked pretty good.
I mean, it's... You guys got me? Can you hear me?
We got you. Oh, yeah.
It's good. I mean, he calls a different game than Bill. I'm not going to lie, I wish I was throwing to Bill for his birthday. You know, his 27th birthday. Me and him have been going at it for 8 years now. But, you know, DJ, I've been having some luck with DJ recently, so.
Make sure to let Bill know happy birthday from us.
I'm pretty sure everybody's holding.
What a take.
Oh,
wow.
You wanted to. Hey, have you guys ever heard 37,000 people clap in unison?
Yeah, I did during the fan warm-up, but I'd
I'm
like
not
to hear
sure
it
if
again.
I ever have in Fenway Park. I'll be honest with you.
Try this one on for size. We're going to try and strike out everybody we face today. That's the goal.
Anything less is unacceptable. Little gets a piece of it.
Don't catch it.
Fans?
Thanks.
Oh, the bobble.
What do you guys like here? I'm throwing back-to-back curveballs there.
I feel like gas, top of the strike zone.
Yeah, do we want it from down under or up top?
Go down under. Yes!
I'm not going to do anything for a strikeout, so I'm just going to wave at you guys. Because that's you. That's your strikeout.
Thank you so much. Log that for me. bananaball.com/stats. Please put me in there, Josh.
Yeah, beautiful pitch, running up. Now, Kyle, is it possible that we can ask you to induce a foul out to us?
It's either you or Kara, so let me see what I can do on D-Mac here.
Kara, for a second straight ball game, doesn't have her window open, so.
Rookie mistake.
I know.
No.
2-0 count on Dakota McFadden.
Okay, this is where we've been in a boogaboo before. Well,
That was
not a
struck
strikeout.
well. D-Mac, top of the monster.
I thought that was going to be a single, too.
Good bounce for him. He's got 2 bags. He's a little excited.
So, newsflash to all you kids watching at home. Check first. Check first.
You think you missed it?
That's okay, Jason.
Let's see, John Byrne.
He wasn't looking.
He says he got it. I mean, that's a guy with 10 years of minor league baseball umpiring, 9 games in the bigs.
Like I was saying, kiddos, the fastball up in the zone, down in the count, never works.
That's good to know. See, we get to learn here watching Banana Ball. Nice front door slider. Caden Green got a single off you in Banana Fest 2022, and he was a collegiate banana, and it was your first year as a pro.
Feels like 19 years ago.
I think we might have had you mic'd up then, too.
Probably, if I had to guess. Oh, I yanked it. What is it, 1-2? We need to get a punch out.
He's a tough guy to strike out.
Newly engaged, too. I don't know if that has anything to do with striking out, no.
Caden Green, deep
No
shot to
way.
left. It's a monster mash. Off our mic'd up man. Peanut with his second bomb of the tour. It's a 2-run shot.
It's already been a season of surprises for Caden Green. He flashed the leather much like we expected him to, but now comes away with what is already his second home run in his rookie campaign.
And the Firefighters are going to celebrate the first run scored of the ball game with Mason Maxwell leading the boys in a It's Raining Men celebration. We're going to take another look at the dinger. Slider, a little too much of the plate.
All right, Biko, you can have the strikeout from earlier in the inning, but you're also going to get the 2-run home run.
Oh, rats. Gosh, now my pitching stats look as bad as my hitting stats in my banana ball career. Stephen Cullen finds himself a barrel.
How did that find the wall?
That's a single. Well played by DR in center.
I got to start jamming them more. I got to get in there.
Get in there, Kyle.
I'm trying. If you guys want, Josh, if you want to come down here and do it, you're more than welcome to.
Yeah, I think my arm's loose enough. Elbow's feeling great again.
Liner, DR Meadows. Tip drill, you bet. First trick play of the ball game for either side.
And the 94th on DR Meadows' season, now 6 away from becoming the first outfielder to 100 in a season.
Let's get it to Shark.
Now batting for the Firefighters, Zachary Bridges. Escorting him to the plate is Jimmy Plord. Jimmy has served in the Boston Fire Department for 15 years and was awarded the Walter Scott Award for valor because of his courage and bravery during the events on April 15th, 2013 at the Boston Marathon. Fans, let's hear it for our firefighter of the night, Jimmy Plord!
Another big shout out for Boston firefighter Jimmy Plord. One of the best parts of having the Firefighters as our third team added to the world of banana ball, getting to honor the heroes in every community the team plays in. And now another guy with some juice. 1-1 count on Zachary Bridges. What's the 1-1 pitch, Kyle?
We're going to go heater here. Oh, it's up and it's down. I got to get it in the middle.
I mean, these are good misses, though. Right around it.
I like them. That was not a good miss.
That wasn't a good miss. I jinxed you.
All right, let's get back in it.
Free heater?
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, all day.
I like it.
Payoff pitch. Swing and a miss. 4th K of the day for Cowboy Kyle. Thank you so much for joining us on the mic, my friend.
Thank you, guys.
Hey,
love you.
You've got 7 seconds to toss it to commercial.
Those are your earned runs.
All right, it's my earned run. We'll be right back here on the Roku Sports channel.
Yeah. You may have all of left field in the third base line, but we got all of center field, right field, and the first base line, and we call this the winning section. First song, Shark. Here we go.
Let's get loud, come on.
Shark. Here we go.
Earlier today in Lehigh Valley, Pennsylvania, Tailgaters versus Party Animals, Game 2, Indiana Stanley, 2-run shot in the first inning, but it would not be enough to earn a point. With 2 down, Tanner Thomas with an RBI single. The first inning would end tied. It was 2-1 in the 8th when Reese Hampton solo shot to tie the frame. 2 batters later, Jake Skoll solo shot to win the frame. 3-1 lead into the 9th. Tailgaters down to their final out. How about Travis Monod? A no-doubt moonshot and an applicant for bat flip of the year. Barrel from Lopez, but nothing to show for it. Jake Skoll able to make a sliding catch. It was challenged, and the call upheld. Clean snag. The Tailgaters end up dropping that one 3-2. Same score that the Party Animals were able to take Game 1 last night, so they sweep the series in Lehigh Valley. As we're back in Fenway Park, Eric Jones Jr. with a 1-1 count against Austin Temple, out for his second inning of work. Base knock for EJ. And the Nanners have the inning-winning run aboard. 3 pitches into the last of the second.
Nice and easy swing for Eric Jones Jr. The fastball has looked pretty good for Austin Temple as well so far in this contest. And EJ just takes it over on the outside part of the plate, shoots it into the opposite field. And the Nanners now bring the inning-tying run up to the plate.
That's right, Firefighters with 2 runs on the Caden Green 2-run shot in the top of the frame. It's now the former Rockies minor leaguer, Correll Prime, represents the inning equalizer. EJ, for his part, heating up. He was 2 for 3 last night here in Fenway. Gets a check from Zachary Bridges. He is back to first in plenty of time.
And EJ batted .313 in the month of June for the Bananas. Actually, the first month he's batted .300 or better this season.
2 balls and 2 strikes on Prime. Saw him pitch last night, holding down first base this afternoon. Doesn't bite. Good looking pitch. Doesn't get the call for Temple. Count is full. Nice bender. Temple follows up the gas with the slider, and that's his first K.
I mean, that's impressive movement. Correll Prime was slow to commit to that pitch, expected it to stay inside and he would have the ball for sprint, and then last minute opts to try and swing and can't get any wood on it.
Filthy changeup to jump ahead of Robert Anthony Cruz. 3rd straight former minor leaguer. For Temple, a former minor leaguer himself, to start off this second inning of work for him. And a quick 0-2 count as that one scrapes the outside corner. This should be 2. Spence, glove flip, peanut, between the legs transfer. Would have grabbed a trick play if Cullen could have snagged that behind the back. It won't go as a trick play. Missed for Cullen, though, because you cannot guarantee a double play. Another look at the fielder's choice.
Nonetheless, Caden Green, you see how easy it's been for him to go quickly between the legs and still get the throw over to Stephen Cullen to try and beat Robert Anthony Cruz, but looks like the throw just a hair too tricky for Cullen as that one clangs off the leather and puts Bill Leroy, the birthday boy, in the batter's box.
Half day off for Billy Barrels after he caught all 9 innings last night. Though continuing to swing the bat stupendously. 2 for 3. With a double an evening ago. Aging like a fine wine here in his 8th year as a Banana. That one's fair. Logan Lacey. What a play. Showing off the chooch. A seed across the diamond. And Temple earns a point for the Firefighters. This is their first lead in Fenway Park across the weekend. 1-0 Firefighters. We'll try and add on when we return. Well, we're in commercial on the Roku Sports channel, but we've got a challenge from the Bananas on if the ball was actually fair. So
I'm still seeing fair ball.
yeah, here on YouTube, you get to experience it. I mean, it looked clear as day live. We have a great
Fair
angle from
past
behind.
the third base bag.
Yeah, and that's all that matters.
Yeah.
And what we're seeing right here can't overturn it. It's fair. Fair ball. Interesting challenge. The question is, do we tell our friends at Roku or not when we come back from the break? YouTube, let us know in the chat.
Confirmed.
Should Roku get to know or not?
Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome.
Yep, folks in the chat letting us know it was fair as well. Now the question is, was that a Bananas challenge or a fan challenge? Dakota Tomac says no, we should not tell the folks on Roku. Everybody's saying no, don't tell Roku. The blasting
What
of
is
being
going
a YouTube
on?
viewer. It's the war between viewers. Mr. Monkey wants us to let him know. Mr. Monkey, I think you're right. I think we kind of have to let him know because the Bananas don't have a challenge for the rest of the ballgame. That feels like pertinent information. I do love everybody saying no, though. All right, we're about to be back with the Roku, folks. Oh, the fans don't want us to let them know. Welcome back to Banana Ball Live on the Roku Sports channel. February 9th through 13th, 2026. You can be a part of Banana Land at Sea. We're going from Tampa to Cozumel, Mexico. All 6 teams in the Banana Ball Championship League will be aboard, as well as the cast and crew, myself and my beloved broadcast partner, Josh Talevsky. And it's going to be an absolute hoot. You don't want to miss it, and there are not many cabins left, around 50 at this point. While we were in the break, this call was challenged by the Bananas on if it was a fair or foul ball. Of course, the call on the field by third base umpire Eric Goldstein, a Boston native, was that the ball was fair. And as you saw in the replay, that call was upheld. So the Nanners lose their challenge for the ball game as Ryan Kellogg, the new man on the mound, and Ron Franklin with an ugly swing. Prime battling the sun. He wins that round. Kellogg with an out to start his day.
Well, even though the Bananas have lost their challenge, they're the home team. A lot of the fans here in Fenway Park are backing the boys in yellow, so they could implore the fans to wind up using their challenge at some point to possibly overturn a play for them, but you never know. The fan challenge representative could be on the Firefighters side of things today.
We hope Noah Bridges is okay. We haven't gotten any word, but he was yanked from the lineup without any news coming our way in the booth. Ron Franklin in there for him is now Ryan Kellogg dancing with Cox, Olsen, and Meadows behind him. A 3-2-2. Third inning, second batter, second pitch. Nearly gets it up to the broadcast booth. And it's caught a level below us on a bobble. Got to be a clean catch. Vincent Chapman, the home plate umpire, giving the international that foul ball was bobbled sign. Everybody knows it. You get taught that one early in school. This one yanked past the dive of KJ. Diving stop, Ryan Cox. Not a chance in the world to grab Isaac Parra, who was pinch hitting for Liam Spence at the top of the order. Another look. KJ never stood a chance. Nice snag by Cox, but I mean, he was out in Brockton, Massachusetts by the time he gloved that. This one bounced to Prime, steps on first for one, over to second, tag by Cox in time. And I think Prime whipped that between the legs for a trick play. 3-6 double play and a doozy.
Well, he battled the sun earlier, had no trouble picking up this ball. A massive double play for the Bananas and a 1 minute and 40-second inning for the left-hander Ryan Kellogg. As we now go down to the field for our Bananas foster family of the game.
In foster care without a permanent home. That's enough to fill Fenway Park 11 times with the amount of kiddos currently experiencing foster care. To raise awareness and support this community, we created Bananas Foster, the official nonprofit of Banana Ball. Our organization is dedicated to celebrating those who are already doing amazing things in the foster care world, while educating and inspiring others to get involved. Today, we are celebrating the Lavasco family. Lynette, Peter, and their 3 biological children became a licensed foster family 10 years ago. Because of this experience, they were inspired to do more for the community. So they started a nonprofit where they would help meet the needs of local children and teens in foster care. Over the last 10 years, this family has adopted 2 children into their family and has welcomed over 120 children and teens into their home. Fans, please help us welcome to the field the Lavasco family so that we can celebrate them for all that they're doing for the foster care community.
One of the best moments every game here in Banana Land, getting to celebrate the superheroes in the foster care community. Here's how you can support Bananas Foster. Banana Band about to start blasting away as Noah Bridges wrangles one of the young kids from our foster family of the game. One of the Lavascos got loose. A big shout out to Lynette, Peter, and the whole Lavasco clan. Good job, Noah Bridges. He looks healthy. I figured it had to be an injury scratch. We haven't gotten any news.
The funny thing is he came in as the designated runner for Dakota McFadden and scored on Peanut's home run.
Wow, that was Noah Bridges and not South Trimble?
Yes.
But he can't be the designated runner. He has to be a pinch runner. Because the designated runner is South Trimble.
I'm assuming they made a change. I'm going to be quite honest with you.
Banana Band blasting away here in Fenway Park. Middle of the 3rd inning. Firefighters up 1 point to zilch. Nolan Daniel, first man out of this Firefighters pen after Austin Temple put up a pair of goose eggs, earning a point along the way.
Fifth outing of the season for Nolan Daniel, who's allowed walk-offs in 3 of his first 4 appearances. Last weekend, though, the walk-off was not his fault, as he had 2 errors and a trick play missed behind him that led to the Nanners scoring.
Danny Hosley kicking off the bottom of the 3rd inning, 9-10-1 in the order. Danny do it all here in his 3rd World Tour. Employing Flash Prime, Leroy, and KP. Little treasure. Is this Bruno Mars again?
Yeah, it's one of Hosley's celebrity doppelgangers, according to him. It's a man who made it to Banana Ball back in 2023 and infamously is one of the only men to ever make a Banana Ball squad without a formal tryout. As his coach Sean Camp and George Mason called Tyler Gilman and Adam Byron, told them they had to have this guy. Hosley in 2023 went on to have one of the most incredible 2-way seasons we've ever seen.
Yeah, I'd say the most incredible 2-way season by a long shot. Hosley, excellent once again last year on the mound. Not as effective at the dish, but still a valuable guy to pencil in, and you can put him anywhere in the field. Some anonymous coaches in Banana Land say he might even be the best catcher in the sport. Rarely behind the dish because there are so many other good backstops. Hosley took us into this one, but warning track power, Ron Franklin. It squeaks out of the glove, trying to go behind the back. That is a costly trick play missed. Once again, the Firefighters defense just doing Nolan Daniel no favors. Man on second to start the inning, not No-No's fault.
Yeah, you see Franklin nearly securing that one. It looked like from our vantage point, he was trying to put his other hand below the glove to help trap it. That winds up not being the case. But Daniel able to bounce back quickly and get a trick play behind him on the slow roller as Caden Green goes between the legs and secures the out against Jackson Olsen.
Peanut ties his buddy on the left side of the infield for the team lead. 10 each. And Caden, the difference in this ball game with this two-run shot. Winning the second inning for the Firefighters. Back to the top of the order. 2 balls, no strikes on DR Meadows as he swings it against his former collegiate Bananas teammate. Uh-oh, DR Meadows! Another monster mash! The Doctor, his first home run since 2023. He walks off the third inning, we are tied.
For the first time since the 21st of April, all the way back on the 2023 World Tour, it's DR Meadows collecting a home run for the Savannah Bananas, and the walk-off draws these two teams even.
Let's get it down to SB.
It's him. Hey, Vico, Josh, DR, it's been a minute since you hit a home run. You once told me you're not even swinging for home runs.
No, that's not my game, but praise the Lord, we got one today on Sunday. Shout out Jesus, man.
Shout out Jesus, guys. Vico, Josh, what a hit.
The Doctor. What a weapon at the top of this Bananas order. Not known for his pop, but that was a no-doubt shot to the seats above the 37-foot green monster. And let's get it down for a Boston tea party.
The goal is to catch as many bags of tea in the buckets as possible and to not get a tea bag to the face. All right, gentlemen, on your mark, get set, go. All right, Noah's throwing first. We've got one over here. Looks like we have 2 with Liam. You got it. Atta baby, Tim. Let's throw these boxes of tea. 2 more. We've got 3-1, 4. All right, and rapid fire, gentlemen, rapid fire. Here it is. We got a score here, slow down. Gentlemen, rapid fire, go, go. Whoever catches the most wins. There is tea going everywhere, and it looks like it's not even close. Our winner of the Boston Tea Party. Let's hear it for Liam and Marshall Show with the Firefighters.
New man on the mound for the Nanners, Andy Archer, takes over for Kellogg.
He's got 7 innings thrown in less than 2 minutes this season. Big goal for him utilizing the cutter.
Logan Lacey in the 9th inning sent the ball to Lansdowne Street last night. Provided the lone point in the ball game for the Firefighters as they fell 3-1 at the hands of the Nanners. The second bomb of the tour. Their best player by a mile from a tour ago. And Lacey, you just never know when he's going to send a ball to outer space. How about Vincent Chapman? Unique intro. And now the dancing skills that the world has come to love.
Well, he's got the red, white, and blue mask on behind the plate. I can't believe he didn't add anything possibly to his pants there to incorporate into this dance.
Prime is going to call off Archer and EJ.
This is why Andy Archer today is probably going to utilize the cutter a healthy amount. It's become his go-to pitch in 2025, a big reason why he's taken such a leap in his sophomore campaign. Firefighters have been awfully aggressive all season long. So with that in mind, the goal for Archer should be trying to jam them with that fastball.
Now the cleanup man, Joe Lytle. Struck out his first time. One of 4 strikeout victims for Cowboy Kyle Lewicks. Archer back to that cutter, head 1-2. Really cool weekend for Joe. His parents, Keith and Jane, in attendance, coming in from OKC. As he goes down swinging. Filthy stuff from Big Arch. As he gets his first punch out.
Quick work for Andy Archer, a 5-pitch strikeout. And now 2 outs into the outing. He's registered just 1 minute and 20 seconds on the clock.
South Trimble, a hot shot. And Ryan Cox going for the professor, bounces it off his heel. That is a rare flub on the trick play that the glove magician invented himself. It would have been a quick inning for Andy Archer. Perfect time for the first plate appearance of tour number 2 for Val Perez, head coach of the Firefighters. Watches the fastball clip the top of the zone. Member of the United States National Women's Baseball Team. This is an off year for the squad. 2026 will be the next World Cup. And Val able to get a piece of it. High cheese. Impressive stuff. Val is the second woman in banana ball history to ever notch a hit. Did it against the Party Animals in Savannah last year. Good blinks.
Not only did she notch a hit last season, she's the first woman ever in banana ball history with a trick play that came at the second base position.
Roller foul, we'll do it again. And a check over on first base. Liner up the middle, DR Meadows behind the back snag. That one smoked by Val Perez. Turns into a trick play for Meadows.
And well deserving of the gasp from the crowd as well. The ball nearly handcuffing Meadows. He comes away with the 3rd trick play for the Bananas today.
Strong all the way around the field on your feet. Because we're going to rock this place with the biggest hey baby. So everyone, hands up in the air. Hands up in the air. Here we go, Shark. Clap those hands. Here we go. You guys have been amazing. Now let's sway those arms. Here we go. Keep it going. Now keep those hands clapping. Woo. Now let me hear you sing it. One more time. You guys are amazing. Give yourselves a round of applause.
Hey Babyable on YouTube, and we'll be back in Roku World in about 10 seconds. Bottom of the 4th inning here in Fenway Park. As we bring you our second game of this 2-game set. Bananas versus Firefighters on the Roku Sports channel. 2, 3, and 4 due to swing it for the Nanners, Christian Dearman. Second man out of the pen, another former Coastal Plain League collegiate Nanner. Dearman in his 7th year in Banana Land. He was excellent last weekend in Nationals Park.
An inning pitched, a ground out, 2 strikeouts on just 10 pitches, and all of that done in 2 minutes and 12 seconds. Dearman, of course, a Banana in 2022, 2023, and a part of last season. And where things get tricky for him, 8 of the 10 guys in the starting lineup for the Bananas are his former teammates, so they know him.
KJ thought that might have been low. It's a 3-1 count. And now he earns the sprint. He's going to be content with 1 base. All 7 fielders behind the pitcher and catcher have to touch the ball before it's live when 4 balls are fired in Banana Ball. KJ, after going 2 for 2 last night, a ground out his first time. Back on base. No surprise there.
Well, traditionally in Banana Ball, if you can get the transition between all of your defenders in 7 seconds or less, you're likely to only be able to hold the batter to just 1 base on that ball 4 sprint.
Dan Oberst, a bullet, and it's going to bang off the monster. Played well. KJ getting the windmill. Relay. Ball ended up sneaking out of the mitt of Zachary Bridges. And it'll be a walk-off inning-winning double for Dan Oberst, his 2nd of the series. Nanners in front for the first time this afternoon.
Well, just like what we saw Nolan Daniel, the former Banana in Banana Ball, and same for Christian Dearman. They get touched up by their former teammates. A quick sprint and then another extra base hit for Dan Oberst. Puts the boys in yellow out in front for the first time.
Todd Jackson going full moto. Get another look at the laser beam of the bat of Danny O. 7th year in Banana Land. Doing his fellow 7-year man, Christian Dearman, dirty. And KJ showing off the speed. Let's get it down to the Lobster Roll race.
And listen, Lobster Rolls are pretty good up here, and that inspired us for our next race. Because as you see way out there in center field, I got 3 lobsters. And when I say go, they're going to start somersaulting all the way till they get to the dirt, and they got to run all the way there. This, ladies and gentlemen, is the Lobster Roll race. All right, lobsters, on your marks, get set, go! And here come the lobsters rolling on through. They're rolling hard. Lobster number 1 is looking pretty good. He's rolling way out next to second base. He hits the dirt. Oh! He can't even get his feet under him. But he's got legs down. Tags up with Andy Archer. And right under the finish line, no-brainer, the winner of the Lobster Race, lobster number 1.
I mean, how often in life do you get an opportunity for a head-first dive into home plate at Fenway Park? Talk about grabbing the bull by the horns.
I mean, I think these guys have made history. They got to be the first guys to ever do it in lobster costumes.
I would wager. Big arch out for his 2nd inning of relief. Was able to pitch around a trick play, missed in the 4th. And the first man he'll face is Stephen Cullen. The last time Stephen Cullen was in Fenway Park was opening day 2010. His entire family, diehard Red Sox fans. Pedro Martinez threw out the first pitch that game, said his mom cried. It was such a special moment. And now he gets to play in Major League Baseball's oldest ballpark. He mashed the ball off the Green Monster his first time, a long single, as bullets off the Monster can often turn into. Cullen's had a lot of loud contact across these last 4 games. Was probably a combined about 5 feet away from 2 home runs to center field in Nationals Park. Ended up getting a double and single for his troubles there. A lot of loud contact from a guy who could be one of the most dangerous hitters in Banana Land, and he's right. He's the Dunkin' Donut hitter today, and Andy Archer blesses the full capacity crowd with sweet treats. Gets the punch out necessary.
Well, that's the one knock on Stephen Cullen, despite all the pop, and something you'll find with a lot of guys who hit for elite power. There's some swing and miss in Stephen Cullen's bat, even though he's dropped his strikeout rate 11.5% this season. Can't make contact in his first at-bat against Archer.
Mason Maxwell digs in. These two guys can get hot. Could really turn into the Bash Bros for the Firefighters. Maxwell not swinging the bat like he would like to start out his banana ball career, only hitting a .188, but reaching base at a .310 pace. A homer, a couple doubles. He's shown the pop. Gets jammed on this one. Robert Anthony Cruz, backflip catch for a second straight game here in Fenway. And strikes a pose. 2 down.
Watch out, Mace. Watch out, Mace. Watch out.
How about the Bridges brothers? Zachary, the man coming to the dish. Noah, his younger brother. Got to play together at UNC Wilmington. And then Zachary was in the Atlantic League last summer, the best independent professional baseball league in the country. Now they get to imitate Zach and Cody. What a sweet life it is, the Bridges brothers reunited here in Banana Land.
Yeah, it's certainly a special bond that these two guys share. They've gotten to play together collegiately. Now they're playing together in banana ball. And we saw even way back in 2023, those guys share a special moment when Bridges was a dirty bird.
What a spot here for Zachary Bridges. He's got the tallest athlete in the world strutting out to the mound. Dakota Albritton takes center stage here in Beantown.
This is now the 27th time that Dakota Stiltz Albritton has pitched for the Savannah Bananas this season. The numbers have been awfully impressive, and what he's so good at doing is inducing a lot of soft contact. You'll see guys really trying to swing for the fences against Stiltz and coming away by getting under the banana ball an awful lot.
Hot shot, knocked down by KJ. He'll whip it between the legs. Canyon across the diamond. Trick play for Kyle Jackson. And one pitch does the trick for Dakota Stiltz Albritton.
It's a pair of trick plays to end the 5th inning for the Savannah Bananas, and it comes via 2 social media superstars, the rack flip in left field and Jackson between the legs at third.
How about the Greater Boston Firefighters pipes and drums being led out by Bradford Webb, who we can only suspect is going to be the new man out of the pen for the Firefighters.
Now coming to pitch for the Firefighters.
Rangers minor leaguer, flamethrower, who's trying to shut down the Nanners in the fifth.
Appeared in 40 games in his minor league career with 110 strikeouts in 90 and 2/3 innings pitched. He's making his first relief outing of the year for the Firefighters. And last season when pitching in relief, he had 12 strikeouts in 8 and 2/3 innings of work with only 3 ball four sprints allowed. Only trouble for Bradford Webb, he is averaging close to 3 base runners per inning pitched early this season.
The stuff is as electric as anybody's got in Banana Land. Get out of Charlotte Courthouse, Virginia, a town of less than 1,000 people. Family's been there forever. Grandpa has coached Little League in Charlotte Courthouse now for 55 years. And Bradford, a guy, a late bloomer in his baseball career. At Randolph-Henry High School, was never a standout. But then went to Hampton-Sydney College on the Old Dominion Athletic Conference. Found some A+ stuff, got his way to VCU. And earned himself a 7th-round draft pick by the Rangers. Behind the back, Ron Franklin. Second time's the charm. What a way to kick off the bottom of the 5th. Dalton Malden, the pinch hitter, retired on 1 pitch.
He missed the trick play to start the 3rd inning that led to a Bananas walk-off. Now he makes up for it beginning in the 5th inning, and you see the admiration as well from Bradford Webb on the pitcher's mound.
Slaughter gets the outside corner. Another battle between former minor leaguers. BJ's got to look out for a 5-pitch mix. 4-seam, 2-seam, circle change. You saw the cutter right there. And a slider that started out the battle. Bouncer to short. Caden Green between the legs. Easy, breezy, beautiful. 2 down. Second trick play of the afternoon for Peanut. Now takes sole possession of the trick play lead for the Firefighters. He's up to 11 on the tour. Pulls ahead of Logan Lacey. And Webb pounding the zone. This is the key for him. If he's in the strike zone, he really could be one of the best in the sport. Can the fans get him out of the frame? You betcha! What a snag! Foul out to a fan, the 4th of the weekend. They have all gone against the Bananas.
Yeah, it's been an unfortunate bit of luck for the Nanners, but for Bradford Webb, that's a 1 minute and 24-second inning for the Firefighters.
And on YouTube, let's get it down to Shark.
Please join the Bananas and Firefighters in honoring the men and women that serve this great nation as we salute our hometown heroes of the night. We thank you for your service and commitment to our great country. To our police officers, to our firefighters, to our nurses, to our EMS workers, to our dispatchers, and to our school teachers. The Bananas and Firefighters say thank you.
And a big shout out from everyone here in BTV to all our service members watching along on this Sunday. Saw a great comment. It said, bagpipes and kilts, I'm rooting for the Firefighters. That was with Webb coming out. All right, we're about to be back on Roku. Game recap. Banana Ball Game 2 here in Fenway Park. How about Doug Flutie getting a pop out to start the ball game, then Caden Green, 2-run shot in the 2nd inning would lead to an inning win for the Firefighters. They jumped out 1-0, but then DR Meadows, 3rd inning, his first homer since 2023, 2-run shot into the seats on the Monster. tied the game up at a point each. And 1 inning later, Danny O with a shot off of the monster. Kyle Jackson racing around from first base to score. The Anners lead 2-1 as we head to the 6th.
Yeah, we've seen the effects of this ballpark all day long as we've seen guys peppering the Green Monster throughout the first 5 innings. Let's not forget that Fenway Park has a 105 park factor over the last 3 years. Second friendliest ballpark to hit in Major League Baseball.
KP with the heater behind the keister of Ron Franklin. Ten, 1, and 2 in the order for the Firefighters. Down a point, 4 innings to play. What a sight for sore eyes. Kyle Perry is on the bump at 2 pitches in. He's got one skied in the infield. He's got a, no! Playing it right off the glove. Starts his afternoon out with an E1.
Well, to be quite honest with you, I never saw a confident call from Kyle Perry to make the play on that fly ball. I personally think he was expecting Bill Leroy to take charge and wind up making that play. At the last minute, has to try and stick the glove up, make the play. And now Perry tested with a slow roller, sliding over towards the third base line and collecting a perfect throw across the diamond to record the out against Liam Spence.
KP, pitchers are athletes too. And no surprise. I mean, this is a guy who lettered 3 times in basketball in high school, second team All-State, 21 points per game, athlete with a capital A. And was the captain 2017, first team All-State Nebraska by the Omaha World Herald in baseball. Had his choice, baseball or basketball, and decided there was nothing better than getting to toe the slab. And of course, when you get a chance to head over to Lincoln and become a Cornhusker, where he spent 6 years, can't say no to that. Dalton Cornett with a barrel up the middle, late stop sign, throw all the way home, and Franklin able to scamper back to third. Prime says, my bad. Boy, if he cut that toss off by DR, Hot Boy Ron would have been a dead duck in between third and home.
Yeah, especially because it took him a minute when he was pumping those brakes to even turn himself around. Had a lot of his momentum going towards home plate. Either way, now men on the corners and their best bat a season ago, Logan Lacey up at the plate.
This is the spot you dream of if you're the Firefighters. In the dirt, what a play by Bill Leroy to keep Cornett at first base and the double play ball intact. Logan struck out and popped out so far today. This could be 2. KJ to second. Olsen to first. Not in time. It'll be an RBI fielder's choice. Lacey busting it down the line. Able to beat the wrap. It'll be an unearned run against Kyle Perry. And the Firefighters trying to pull off the vaunted 4-man push-up, no feet on the ground. Takes a while to set it up, but look at this.
4, 5,
A 5 count.
6.
That's all they're gonna get. Impressive stuff. What a feat of strength. Let's get it down to Jesse Cole.
Now coming to pitch. On his 50th anniversary of pitching in the 1975 World Series, please welcome Red Sox Hall of Famer, Bill the Spaceman Lee!
1,
Banana Ball legend, gracing us with his presence for a second straight year here in Fenway Park. Here's Bill's thoughts on our young sport.
The banana ball rules are perfect. You're encouraged quick pitch. You're encouraged to throw strikes. You're penalized for walking. Throw the ball over the plate. Let the hitter make contact and use all your teammates around you. This is camaraderie. This is what builds teams. You're only as good as the guy standing behind you. This is Banana Land. Take off your shoes, twist one up if you got it, and enjoy the game.
There is nobody on planet Earth like the Spaceman. So special to get to see him throw it here, a Red Sox Hall of Famer. Back in the middle of it all in Fenway.
And getting to do it, this is the 50th anniversary of the Red Sox in the 1975 World Series against the Cincinnati Reds. Bill, of course, pitched in Game 7 for that squad. One of the most animated characters in Major League Baseball history. You see him already barking at Vincent Chapman about the strike zone.
I think Bill was flirting with getting ejected there. Vincent saying it bounced on home plate. Called strike. Generous call. Joe Lytle. What an opportunity. Got to swing it against Matt Barnes last night. Guy who was in Major League Baseball in 2024. Now he swings it against Bill Lee. Robert Anthony Cruz. Backflip catch. And Bill Lee does the job.
Well, what shouldn't be lost is that the 78-year-old Bill Lee's one of the most prolific strike throwers in banana ball history. And for the first time, he can say he induced a rack flip out in left field.
He's spiking his jersey on the mound. Bill Lee's leaving it all out there. Undershirt's going with it. The Spaceman, simply the best. SB's got him.
Here in Fenway, once again, does it ever get old?
No, it never gets old here. This is my house. You don't hit my house. This is my team, my town. I'm just going to say goodbye to New England because I'm going to Canada to see Mom.
The Spaceman Bill Lee walking off the legend he is. Vico, Josh, we should get a tan.
Thank you, Sam. As you can see, Bill Lee, of course, beloved in Boston. So beloved in Banana Land. One of our all-time favorites. Made that 2022 World Tour so special. And I don't know if there's a bigger fan of Matt Wolff than the Spaceman. Just absolutely obsessed with the guy who also started his banana ball career on that 22 tour.
Yeah, they were teammates in 2022 and 23. Matt Wolff, the trickiest pitcher we have ever seen in banana ball's history. Can throw over 20 different trick pitches, and he's been very effective at keeping the ball on the ground this season. And throughout much of his banana ball career, 6 groundouts, only 1 flyout induced so far in 2025.
Robert Anthony Cruz, Bill Leroy, and Danny Hosley here in the bottom of the 6th inning with the Nanners chasing a run. Logan Lacey, RBI fielder's choice. An unearned run against Kyle Perry. Chance for the fans. They do not snag it. Bill was at that tryout in 2022 when Matt Wolff stole the show. And now Matt getting the clap going with a 1-2 count. Full capacity crowd. Ready for a wild trick pitch. Backhand spring. Another cartwheel from the rubber all the way to the backstop. Rack could have had a good chance at stealing first base. Wanted to see where the ricochet off the back padding went. He decides he'll wait for a 2-2. Matt Wolf's going to try it again.
He's got an extra ball to play with here, not in the full count, so you're going to see the ultimate flippage yet again from Wolfie, and dials this one close enough. Fouled off by Rack, and the fans cannot make a play on it, clanging off a couple of gloves.
I love the one-handed, bare-hand attempt, though. Now Wolf's going to go to the first base side. He says, I can rip this thing either way. Another cartwheel, back handspring, back to the cartwheel. And under the leg plunks Rack. Only in Banana Land. Robert Anthony Cruz will grab a free 90. The tying run is aboard. Now Leroy.
I mean, that's just what makes Matt Wolf such a superb banana ball pitcher. It's just the entertainment value that he's bringing on the pitcher's mound. You see all the tricks. He gets so invested in these individual battles, but we'll probably see him dial it back just a little bit now with Cruz on first base.
Yanked foul, look out. Nice snag on the ricochet down there. Grounded out to third his first time. Looking for a birthday bash. Behind 0-2. Nobody has caught Matt Wolf more than Mr. Leroy, the kid out of Dublin, Georgia. Behind his head, look out. And Cruz will advance to second on the wild pitch. When Bill Lee saw Matt Wolf perform in that 22 tryout, he immediately said he reminded him of Max Padkin. He told Matt Wolf that, and Matt just about cried. Max Padkin, one of the legendary characters in the baseball world. Nice piece of hitting. Bill Leroy, one hop into the stands, a ground rule double. We'll have him trading spots with Robert Anthony Cruz as the sixth inning is knotted at 1 run each.
Again, we mentioned it at the top of the show, but Bill Leroy just continues to swing a hot bat for the Nanners. The batting average now at .412 and the on-base percentage .524 across Bill's last 18 games, dating back to the 2nd of May.
Quick check on Malachi Mitchell, the designated runner in at second base, as Danny Hosley gives way for Reese Alexiadis. High fly ball deep to right. And Mason Maxwell battling the sun. Has it as Flash will tag the third.
Coming to bat. Former All-Star and 2018 ALCS MVP and World Series champion, Jackie Bradley Jr.
What a spot for Jackie Bradley Jr. Pulling off a few of the infamous victory celebrations of that unbelievable 2018 World Series champion Boston Red Sox outfield. The inning-winning run at third base for JBJ. Infield in for the Firefighters. And Matt Wolf checking on Flash. Whoa, he's back to the bag. Eric Goldstein said Malachi Mitchell's safe. Firefighters do have a challenge. Not going to throw it here. Either misses wide. Trick pitch. Distraction with the toss of the cowboy hat from Matt Wolf. Evens up the count, and JBJ plugs. That's a shame. is trying to argue that he wants to swing it, and Vincent Chapman says, no, this is a sport. You gotta get the 90. Adam Byron arguing that you should let Jackie swing it. Pure confusion here. Now the Bananas can golden batter him if they want. They could pinch run for JBJ at first, and they could use their golden batter right here. The fans chanting, let him hit. They're not pulling the trigger. All right, well, JBJ's got a 1,000 on base percentage and could still be the golden batter at any point in this ball game. Big stop there by Zachary Bridges. Inning-winning run still 90 feet away. Now DR Meadows digs in. Walked off the third inning with the shot to the monster seats. Liner out to right center. DR Meadows, his second walk-off of the afternoon. Third of the weekend. And the Niners up 3-1.
It has been a monster weekend for DR Meadows offensively. And the Bananas able to extend their lead yet again with help from guys like Bill Lee and Jackie Bradley Jr. as well.
Shout out Goodwill Hunting. Niners up 2 points with 3 innings to play. Can't wait to see how they get Jackie Bradley Jr. back in this ball game.
We love here in Banana Land, and we decided to put it on display for all of Boston and Banana Land to enjoy with a good old-fashioned, passionate kiss-off. 3 couples are going to do some smooching, and you're going to decide who the winners are. Let's start meeting our contestants right over here. What are your names, guys?
Alex.
Olivia.
We got Alex and Olivia. And Olivia, how long have you guys been married?
8 months.
8 months, everybody. Pretty good. All right. Let's see what kind of kiss that you guys have, Alex and Olivia. That was a little weird. That was cute, though. All right.
Here we go. Hey, welcome back to Banana Ball. I'm here with the man of the hour, Jackie Bradley Jr. Jackie, first off, I noticed, I'm watching you down in the dugout. You're watching your old Boston Red Sox highlights. What's going through your mind before you walk out onto the field to a crowd that was pretty excited to see you?
Just a lot of memories here. This is the team I was drafted by, the team that we won with, the team I created a family with, a lot of great memories, a lot of great people, great organization, and it's good to be here.
Talking about family, I saw the fist bump with your son. What's it mean to have him out here today?
It's great. Anytime you're here to have family, you get to enjoy the small moments, create memories. It's something that you always dream of doing.
Now, Jackie, I know you took a hit there from Matt Wolf. You said your legs are feeling good. If the opportunity were to come around a golden bat, any question in your mind you're stepping back in the box tonight?
There will be no question. I'm here having a good time. Everybody has been absolutely awesome, and let's see what happens.
Guys, we may not be done with JBJ quite yet. We're going to have to stay tuned. I know he's got a little more power left in that bat. Pico, Josh?
I mean, I'll be honest, it would be a crime if Jackie Bradley Jr. doesn't get a golden batter opportunity in this ballgame. Spent 9 of his 11 years in the bigs here in Boston. The crowd deserves to see him swing the bat. And he was in the bigs in 2023 with the Kansas City Royals. I mean, this is a guy who's still a tremendous athlete. I'm sure can blast the ball somewhere either to the outfield or out of Fenway Park. Gage Voorhees, the new man on the mound for the Nanners. And South Trimble, his second trip to the dish, he is plunked. Well, the hit-by pitches are contagious. In the later stages of this ball game, the Nanners were gifted 2 in the bottom of the 6th. Gage on the first pitch he throws sends Trimble to first.
Yeah, we haven't seen a lot of that out of Gage Voorhees recently. He led all Bananas with an average minute sprinting mark of 3 minutes and 1 second in the month of June and did not allow a ball four sprint in that span either. He has really improved on his speed every month on the tour and gets a quick out as Green laces that over to shortstop. But Ryan Cox, playing it perfectly at double play depth, grabs it on a line.
That was a screecher to the glove magician. Peanut had a 2-run shot over the monster his first time. So a pair of barrels on the night, or the afternoon rather. He was pinch hit for by his head coach Val Perez, who smoked the ball to center in his stead, and that is another hit batter. Stephen Cullen will get a free 90. So Voorhees gifts the Firefighters. Runners on first and second. Mason Maxwell. And try and punish him for it. Firefighters right fielder with a pair of flyouts. To center and left, both trick plays. Tip drill from DR and then a backflip catch from Rack. Reese Alexiadis in defensively for the first frame so far today. Would love to get an opportunity to join that trick play party. Swing and a miss, not gonna happen here. Or he's messing with timing. Low place fastball for the K.
Well, the Bananas have tried him out a couple different ways this season. Started in the rotation, they moved him to middle relief, and lately he's blossomed into a really effective setup man for the Savannah Bananas. Only problem, of course, has been the hit batters so far, but looking sharp against Maxwell, and now with the 1-1 count on Zach Bridges.
High pop. A towering fly comes down into a tip drill trick play. Ryan Cox. Voorhees gifts the Firefighters a couple base runners, strands the pair of them, and puts up a goose egg. Nanners looking to tack on more when we come back. Welcome back to Banana Ball, live on the Roku Sports channel. New man on the mound for the Firefighters. Dakota McFadden coming in for 2, 3, and 4 in this Bananas lineup, trying to hold the door.
He's become another two-way superstar in Banana Ball this season. We saw him start as the extra hitter in today's ball game, and now comes out of the bullpen, and the numbers have looked awfully strong for McFadden so far. Just 4 hits allowed, and averaging 3 outs in 4 minutes and 9 seconds.
Kyle Jackson having himself a nice weekend. 2 for 3 with the ball 4 sprint across the 2-game set so far. Gas on the outside corner from D-Mac. KJ scored the inning-winning run in the 4th on the Dan Oberst double off the monster. Able to hold up. Says that was a nice bender, McFadden. Maceo Harrison now coaching third base. Sans a jersey. Kyle Jackson ahead of the fastball, and that count is 2-2. D-Mac goes to the off speed. Another 2-2 offering. got one of our sound gurus, Sean, down there in the camera well. Off the end of the bat. This one is going to dunk down for a knock. Big turnaround first. Weird bounce. It gets by Maxwell. Kyle Jackson can fly. He's over to third, head first, belly flop. And the inning-winning run 90 feet away just like that. Let's get it down to Jess.
Coming to bat, a two-time All-Star and World Series champion from your 2004 Red Sox. Please welcome Johnny Damon!
Johnny Damon, a Red Sox legend, a banana ball legend. Recently, he was on the Pat McAfee show talking about the greatest show in sports. Here's what he said.
Last at bat, I got a base hit. We won the inning. We celebrated. The guys got me on the dugout. I thought it was so amazing that I decided to go out 3 times. But it was so fun. I'm so happy what they're doing. I love it. It's fun. It gets the kids into baseball.
Damon ahead 1-0.
And here's the thing, Damon appeared in Brockton, Massachusetts on the 2023 World Tour with the Bananas, had a walk up against the Party Animals in that game. He's in a prime position right here with no runs in the inning to get the Bananas their 4th point of the game. He can make some contact here against D-Mac.
D-Mac's high 80s, low 90s with the fastball. That was perfectly placed on the outside corner. 1-2. Way to get a piece, Johnny Damon. This is his 4th career banana ball game. 3rd time suiting up for the Nanners. Count even at 2 balls and 2 strikes. Shot! Cullen able to smother it. Well struck by Damon. Nice play at first base by Stephen Cullen. It was a blistered grounder through the right side that got him that walk-off in 2023 in Brockton, Massachusetts. Eerily similar, just to the wrong spot this time around.
Yeah, that big body of Stephen Cullen able to get in front of that banana ball, keep it in the infield, and wisely it was Cullen instantly checking over at third base to see if Jackson was trying to reach home. Instead, a patient approach there from Kyle Jackson, and the inning now in the hands of Ryan Cox, the tour leader in walk-offs.
Another chopper to the right side. Now the count 1-2. D-Mac out of the frying pan into the fire, from Johnny Damon to Ryan Cox, who has 17 inning enders on the year. Comes in hitting .320. Toughest guy to strike out in banana ball. 14 sprints compared to just 4 strikeouts. And 4 balls here, loses the inning for the Firefighters. Back up the middle. Ryan Cox, his tour-leading 18th inning ender. KJ coming across home. It is 4-1 Bananas. 2 innings left on the docket here today.
Boston. So we have found 3 of our strongest fans to compete here today in a bodybuilding competition that we call Mr. Banana Olympia. They are going to pose for you, and you have to decide who gives the best poses in the city of Boston. Let's meet our first contestant. What's your name?
Ryan Cabral.
All right, Ryan, how old are you, buddy?
24.
24. Let's see what this young buck has got. All right, nice biceps. He's got the cut. And the tricep. My man has been hitting the gym very good. Oh, he ain't done. A little side chest for you. All right, right here. What's your name, my man? We've got Adam. How old are you, Adam? 39 years young. Show us what a little experience looks like, Adam. Oh, look at that quad, yeah. And the back. Very nice. All right, Adam. And then sir. What is your name?
Chris.
Chris. Like Kringle?
Yes, sir, Kringle. You can call me Nick if you want.
Nick, all right. Well, how old are you, Chris or Nick?
77.
77. All right, well, let's see what you got, my man. Oh, no. Come on, Chris. Go! Oh, my God. It's Christmas in July. Oh, no. All right, who is our winner? Is it Ryan? Is it Adam? Or is it Chris Kringle?
Banana Ball live from Fenway Park here on the Roku Sports channel. We go to the top of the 8th inning. The Savannah Bananas up 4-1 over the Firefighters. Firefighters struck first, won the 2nd inning. Since then, nothing but nanners. Still plenty of time left, and in the final inning, every run scored counts as a point. So this is a big frame. If the Firefighters can cut the deficit to 2, we'll go a long way in trying to complete this comeback to split the series in Fenway. That one blistered over to KJ, flips it to Cox, over to first. Oh, Correll Prime tried to pull off a wild trick play at first. He will end up being shackled with the trick play missed. I think Cox was as surprised as anybody that he got the feed there from KJ.
Yeah, and that's why you didn't see a throw normally around the belt or hip area for Correll Prime. That's normally where the first basemen are trying to receive banana balls to come away with trick plays of their own. Again, Cox awfully surprised, and that's why you have the high throw. But this has become a pretty exciting game for Ryan Cox. All of a sudden had the trick play to end the top of the 7th, the walk-off in the bottom half, and this has come in his 200th straight start for the Savannah Bananas.
That's a record for the Nanners. The Glove Magician and Iron Man. Laser beam straight to Reese Alexiadis. He grabs his first trick play of the day. And Liam Spence looks like his team leading 8-game on base streak is going to die here in Fenway. Not for a lack of trying. And that was a zinger. Just hit it to the wrong spot. Now Dalton Cornett digs in. DC 3-singled his last time. 4 for 7 on the weekend. Slow chopper foul. The top of this Firefighters lineup is going to have to come up with some heroics, because across the tour, the bottom half has been pretty anemic. But Cornett, the team leader in batting average. You got Logan Lacey, the returning star on this squad, on deck. Gonna need something from these guys. That's a shattered bat. Olsen over to Cox, to first, Twin killing. That is exactly what the Bananas needed. Tough go of it for the Firefighters as Voorhees, like the sword in the stone, rips that bat out of the infield.
It's more tough luck for the Firefighters. Cornett hitting into the double play and just add insult to injury. These Firefighters batting just .206 collectively across the last 3 innings of play this year.
Let's get it down to Princess Potassia.
We are going to put our hands in the air and turn our singing voices out loud, because it's time for yellow. Sing it loud, Boston! And what was it called? We love you so much, Banana Nation. Now let's go, Bananas!
One of our favorite traditions in Banana Land. The middle of the 8th stretch, we call it yellow. It's going to be Eric Jones Jr., Correll Prime, Robert Anthony Cruz due to swing it against Tyler Riggett, who needs to put up a 0 to keep the deficit at 3 going to our last inning.
Big Rig taking the mound for the Firefighters. Just coming off his season at the University of Richmond, where he went 2-0 with a 3.42 earned run average across 26 1/3 innings pitched. Only issued 8 walks in that span and was used exclusively as a relief pitcher, which is how the Firefighters have treated him as well so far into his rookie Banana Ball season.
He's got 3 straight former minor leaguers. EJ, tattooed, knocked down. Forward, oh my gosh. Cuts the attempt, looked like it was gonna be a forward roll, then it was a front handspring. Lacey, not the best of his illustrious career. It'll go as a trick play missed. That was a sizzler. Tough part was knocking the ball down. He tried to add some spice, came up empty. So EJ 1 for 3 now, Correll Prime looking for his first knock in Fenway, 0 for 2 on the day. Fouled out to a fan his last time. Struck out his first trip.
That's the first time this season that Correll Prime has fouled out to a fan for the Savannah Bananas. And hoping to do some damage to make up for it as this is chopped to shortstop. Caden Green, glove flip under the legs to Liam Spence, and all of a sudden, the men on base is off for the Savannah Bananas. Firefighters turn 2 with ease.
The golden batter rule, hitting in the place of Robert Anthony Cruz, is the Savannah Bananas golden batter. Please welcome back Jackie Bradley Jr.
Just makes too much sense. JBJ was plunked on a 1-1 pitch, never even got to swing the bat his first time. Now to be lefty on lefty. 2018 World Series champ. He smokes it. Deep out to left center. Leaping catch, Ron Franklin. Robs Jackie Bradley Jr. of extra bases. And thanks to the double play, Tyler Riggett faces the minimum.
Jackie Bradley Jr. still showing his respect to Tyler Riggett and the Firefighters. And certainly Ron Franklin with a terrific leaping catch in center field after that barrel off the bat of the former Red Sox World Series champion.
Going to our last inning here in Banana Ball. Every run scored counts as a point. So with the Firefighters down 4-1, if they can push 3 across, we will be knotted up. If we're tied at the end of the 9th, we'll go to showdowns. It has been a long time since Bananas have had bonus Banana Ball.
Yeah, and the Firefighters have yet to go to showdowns this season as well, so gonna need to have a big offensive inning here against the Bananas closer, Austin Krasminski. It's going to take 3 to even tie this game up for the Firefighters. And they've got 3, 4, and 5 due up in their lineup. So unlikely to see a golden batter for any of those 3 guys. But once you get to Caden Green batting 6th, you might see the Firefighters opt to put a little more pop in the batter's box, even though Green conquered the monster earlier today.
Yeah, Peanut is 1 for 2 with a 2-run homer over the monster and probably 105-mile-per-hour lineout. So I'm not golden battering for him if I'm the head honcho, but I don't get to make those decisions. Austin Krasminski, your former Angels and Cubs minor leaguer, a flamethrower. Sits 91 to 93, can touch 95 with the fastball, circle changeup, and a slider. Trying to nail down the save.
Coming out of the pen for the 27th time this year. He recorded his 3rd save of the season last weekend after allowing 1 run before Bill Leroy gunned down Stephen Cullen, trying to make it into second base for the final out of the ball game. Graham hoping for a much cleaner frame here to secure the sweep here in Fenway. And he's done a pretty fantastic job, much like Matt Wolf, at keeping the ball on the ground this season. 25 groundouts, 22 flyouts, that ratio for the Chris Monster.
Lacey, Lytle, and McFadden. Firefighters need 2 guys to reach before they can think about tying this ball game. Ball and a strike on Logan Lacey. An RBI sprint in the 6th inning. The Niners ended up doubling up the Firefighters, which has been a theme. That one is going to be bouncing off the monster. Smoked by Lacey, but no reason for him to try and grab 2 bases, although the ball does get away from Olsen. Logan going to have to be content with a long single. Exactly what the Firefighters needed. Now they just need 1 more guy to reach. Start dreaming of knotting this game up.
They just need every other guy in this lineup to bat like Lacey does in the final inning of play. Now 5 for 7, and Cox goes between the legs, which takes the double play out of the equation. Still grabs 1 out as it's thrown over to first base to retire Lytle.
I'm not sure Cox had a chance at second, even if he didn't go. Lacey had a tremendous jump, as you can see on the replay. Flying across your screen. It's going to be bang bang at second. So Cox said, hey, we're not worried about guys on base. We're 3 outs away from a win. Now let's make it 2. One count on Dakota McFadden. Doubled back in the 2nd inning. South Trimble came in, took the next 2 plate appearances here in the 5-hole. You have re-entry in Banana Ball, so Val Perez going back to her starting extra hitter when it matters most. 1-2. Swing and a miss. Power on power. Krasminski with the gas. And the Firefighters down to their final out.
He's got the best heater on the Savannah Bananas this season. It's been that go-to strikeout pitch. And he's able to get that heater up in the zone. That is a pitch we have seen a lot of the Firefighters struggle with throughout today's contest.
It all comes down to Caden Green. Trying to pass the baton to Stephen Cullen. Peanut back to Cram. What a stab. They will flip it underhand just in time. Made it interesting. But in the end, the Nanners are undeniable. They sweep the Firefighters out of Fenway Park and have won all 8 games against the boys in red and yellow so far in 2025.
Well, the Red Sox stars were out and about to help the Bananas secure the 4-1 win. Jackie Bradley Jr., Bill Lee and company, even Johnny Damon helped the Bananas improve to 8-0 against the Firefighters in a game that lasted just 1 hour and 46 minutes.
Their reward is an opportunity to dance in the middle of this full-capacity Fenway Park. Over 37,000 fans on hand last night. 47,000 more with us here this afternoon. And they get to see more Bananas dominance. Once again on the back of their pitching staff. They limit the Firefighters to just 3 runs scored across the 9 innings. And only 2 of those earned. And as we get another look at the game ender, Krem, behind the back transfer, grabs himself a trick play. And Green hustling down the line. Not able to beat the wrap. Here are the numbers behind the 4-1 victory with David Ray Meadows, our showman of the game. We'll hear from the man himself down on the field with SB.
Hey, Pico Josh. It's our showman of the day, DR Meadows. DR, you always say when you play your best, you guys don't win. I think we've just proven that not to be the case.
The guys brought it today, man. We had a perfect day for a game. The pitching was on, the offense was on, the entertainment was on. Everything just clicked today, man. It was awesome.
Now, you're known, of course, for the backflip, but how did that backflip feel after watching the ball sail over the monster?
I mean, I'm not mad at it, but I'll stick with the backflip because I can do that a little bit easier.
DR, what is going right for the Bananas right now? You guys are on a streak. It seems like you've caught rhythm. It just feels like you figured something out.
Yeah, we're limiting a lot of our mistakes when it comes to pitching and defense. We're a lot more confident at the plate, seeing better pitches, taking better swings. So right now, it's just good stuff for us.
What would you say to young DR Meadows, growing up Vidalia, Georgia, now played in front of 37,000 feet and knocked one over the Green Monster today?
Proud of you, kid.
DR Meadows, our showman of the day. We are proud of you. Proud of this guy, too.
Papa Doc's the best.
Praise the Lord. Back to you guys.
Yeah, we'll retweet that. We are proud of you, DR Meadows. From the Sweet Onion capital of the world to hitting a home run over the Green Monster and pulling off a sweet behind-the-back catch off a laser beam from Val Perez. DR saved his first home run since Charleston, West Virginia in 2023 for Fenway Park, an inning winner. And it marked a turn of the tides in this ball game. Nanners lost the second inning. They were down 1-0, and then David Ray defeated the Monster. And the rest is history. Welcome back inside the broadcast booth with Josh Talevsky, Biko Scala. Thank you so much for spending your Sunday afternoon with us here in virtual Banana Land. In a little bit here on the post-game show, we're going to get to hear from Jesse Cole, the pride of Scituate, Massachusetts, owner of Fans First Entertainment alongside his wife Emily, getting to sell out Fenway Park 2 straight ball games after selling it out last year in only the second big league park in Banana Ball history. That'll be really cool. But for now, let's talk about how this Nanner squad is just cruising against the Firefighters. They're now 24-23, back above 500.
Yeah, and it's the first time they've been above 500 since April 11th of this season. It was a very impressive win, and just like DR Meadows said, everything clicked for the Savannah Bananas across this series. The pitching just as dominant as they've always been. And for DR Meadows, it was like the Bananas had the momentum right from the start with Doug Flutie coming out to throw the first pitch that counts and then continued to stay on the mound to pitch to Liam Spence. It was pretty unbelievable. The crowd's certainly into it. And for DR Meadows, a big performance, 2 extra base hits. And for a guy who was unable to reach base in 2 of the first 3 series against the Firefighters, this was that breakout weekend the 2024 Banana Ball MVP was looking for.
2 inning enders this afternoon, a walk-off last night as well. And now Sam Bauman, as the man in the yellow tux himself, Jesse Cole down on the field. Let's hear from him.
Yeah, Biko, Josh, jubilant Jesse Cole, as always. Jesse, we talked about coming to Fenway last year being a long dream of yours for Banana Ball. What sticks out to me, it's not a dream you kept quietly. A lot of people might be afraid to say crazy stuff like that out loud. You never shied away from saying it. You not only did it last year, we did it 2 times this year. Put it in perspective.
Well, I told everyone because I wanted to make it come into existence and make it come true. And you know, it was about 3-4 years ago, I said, we're going to do this. And when you have a mission, when you believe in something, you get everyone else to believe in something, anything is possible. And you know, I think what we just did the last few days, people will continue to say is impossible. But what makes me so proud is we came here last year, and it was our second big league stadium ever. And a lot of us, you know, felt like, did we earn this? You know, were we ready for something like this, playing at the mecca of all ballparks? And, you know, we played like this, we hadn't earned it yet. And last year it was a little messy, a little sloppy, but we showed we could do it. And then today, you know, after playing the last year in stadiums all over the country, Major League stadiums, football stadiums, we showed that we earned this. And the players, the way they played, and even the Firefighters, and just a new team, you know, performing trick plays, hitting home runs over the Green Monster, it's just pretty special. These guys, they showed that the hard work, the effort they put in, that we're not only ready for the big time, but this is where we live and this is where we belong.
Yeah, Jesse, let's see here. We had World Series champions, platinum record artists, the tallest player in all of sports, and that was just in one weekend. How do you keep continuing to bring bigger and bigger to venues now that we've been to before?
Well, you think about the Red Sox, you know, to have from the 04 World Series and the 18 World Series, and then have Bill Lee back here for a special moment on the 50th anniversary. We want to keep creating those special moments, those moments that surprise fans, that make them say, you wouldn't believe what happened tonight with Banana Ball. You wouldn't believe what happened at the Bananas game. And so that's what we're going to keep pushing for. And what's amazing is when you keep doing these moments, we have people reach out to us. We have players, we have musicians, we have celebrities that want to be a part of it. And for us, it's like, why not? You know, let's just do it and see what happens. And, you know, I watch a lot of our players, you know, they look up to so many of these guys, you know, especially the 2018 Red Sox. You know, they were watching them in the World Series, and now to see, you know, wearing the same jersey and rooting for them and pulling for them, it's amazing to watch. And so every day I'm trying to create these moments for not only the fans but our players. And yeah, I mean, you know, you look at what's going to happen in the next few years. We're going to keep hearing from more players, more celebrities, more musicians, but more people that understand what it's all about, and that's creating fans' first moments, and that's who we're going to partner with.
Jesse, I think what stood out to me tonight, too, on two different occasions, we had Doug Flutie come out. He was just supposed to do one pitch. He said, no, let me stay out there. Jackie Bradley Jr. gets hit. He said, no, I want to go out there. What is this about making dreams come true for some guys who've already been on the biggest stages in the world? When they come out here, they said, I have to have more.
Yeah, oh, it's great. It's once you get it, once you feel it. And I think that's what's about this whole thing. You look at all of our players, our cast, our staff. Once you do it, it gets in your system, and you just want to keep doing it. And I think that's what, you know, Doug Flutie, that was one of my all-time moments. Because, you know, he was going to throw one pitch, and he looked at me and goes, one more. I go, all right, let's see it. And I'm like, all right, let's get through this. Let's get through this. And then foul balls, I'm like, all right, someone's going to catch a foul ball for now. It's going to happen. And it didn't. And then to get the out, I was jumping up in joy because, you know, that's a moment. Doug Flutie, Heisman Trophy winner. He's not supposed to pitch at Fenway in front of a sold-out crowd. He's not supposed to get out at Fenway in front of a sold-out crowd, but then he does, and that's what's great.
Well, Jesse, always something magical here in Banana Land, Fenway, or anywhere across the world. Biko, Josh, back to you.
Thanks, SB. Always great to hear from Jesse Cole. We will be back in action this coming Thursday night. We get to see the visitors once again. They went 1-2 against the Party Animals last weekend in Louisville. We'll get a 3-game set. Bananas versus Banana Ball's developmental team. That'll be a blast. And then the following night, Firefighters and Tailgaters in Salem. For Josh Talevsky, SB, and Zach Staten down on the field, Biko Scala saying so long for now. We will. See you later!